Sí, ay, está enseñando las escenas en su transmisión. Así, como los vestidos que usaba la Gilbertona. ¿Ya viste? Listos, amigos. El juego del hombre. Ay, difícil, difícil, pero queremos ser hoy los Cowboys. Ready?
That's a
Let's
live look at us
take
here at MetLife
water.
Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets.
A ver.
Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And away we go from East Rutherford. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return.
Ay, casi me les pelo.
So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a
Prescott.
quarterback celebrating a decade now
32
as an
años.
NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL draft.
Por lo general hacemos caso al libro, pero en este caso pues nos gusta complicarnos, ¿no?
I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all.
Corrió muy bien.
They'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
And the Cowboy first
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down, and they go right back to it. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. Schoonmaker's there to haul it in. And he's pushing to that 35-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll run the toss for Williams.
No mames.
And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage.
It is phenomenally tough
Chingo de
to
yardas
passing
perdidas.
situation. Well, equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Loco.
Now here's Prescott. He puts some juice on a deep throw.
Oh,
Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
no manches.
Complete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. And early
La pregunta es, ¿llegará?
Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Ay, se quedó bien corto nomás. Qué güey.
And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
No
He was
manches.
hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around. Here we go.
Play action, Fields. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. They get 28 out of that play. And it will give the Jets a first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
One of the tight ends motioning left. Here's Brees on the ground for the first time. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Brees Hall with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Turpin with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Catch made by Schoonmaker. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Dak to the air here.
Damn it.
Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. He finds Pickens left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
It's Pickens on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Play action now for Prescott. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. He's got it in the red zone. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Puños.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Wait, what's this? They fake the spike. And the fake spike works. They pull the defense, and he reaches the end zone for a touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Oh, no mames, casi la fallo.
Point for Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys tie this game 7-7.
¿Está lloviendo? En serio que vino fuera.
They send this away. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again.
Here we go. Good.
Fields on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go,
Paul running between the tackles. We're working a couple yards past the line. And Davion Clowney on that stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Fields on third.
Hijo de tu putísimo.
It's caught. Big man showing up the
Chinga
yards.
tu madre.
Touchdown, New York! The Jets break the tie here in the first. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. More from MetLife coming right up. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You call that jet sweep, you're looking for a little bit more than that. But at least it keeps him on schedule and didn't go backwards.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Setting him on the dive. He's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33.
¿Hablaste?
That play might not have gotten first, but I don't think
Ah, ya, pero ¿es algo grave o qué? Ah, me espanta.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Prescott to sneak it. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. They're going to spike this one. No, wait, no, they're not spiking it. They're going to throw. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Trust. Kaden is such a big part of playing the quarterback position. Yeah, you got to trust you can make the right reads in the passing game, but sometimes these little runs that just get that 1st down, it gains further equity, further trust with your play caller, and most importantly, it gives you a 1st down for the offense.
Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down. Back to the air, Prescott. Caught for big yards on the right side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Williams now on 1st and 10. He doesn't get close to breaking even on this play, Brock. Out of bounds, well behind the line. 2nd and long coming up.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. It takes some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
And the Cowboy first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Will McDonald there on the tackle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now Dak to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. And it's the Cowboys. With it, 3rd and 2. Now Prescott. That one falls to the
Oh,
turf.
mommy.
Hang on, it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's going to be 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. He's got it. Complete to Pickens. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. From the red zone now. Completes it again to Pickens. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw once more. Cut near the goal line. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys earn the chance to tie before halftime. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Fields out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway.
Lo agarró en el aire, papá.
Run, it is a whole nother speed.
Era aire usted.
Defense as they take it away.
The Cowboys and CD Lamb headed back out on offense. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. By a man, and now he's in the clear. Keeps it moving. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get some late points and the lead. George Pickens the touchdown.
Pickens.
Mira qué
I love plays like
bonito.
this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Prescott's going to throw for it. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Jets 14.
No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
And this drive will start inside the 25. Now here comes the New York offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
Un minuto.
Great start to the drive. They're
Minuto
up
es
in the
un
neighborhood
chingo.
of midfield after just one play. Fields gets it out wide quick. And he managed what he can up to the 48. Brought down by Deron Bland.
It's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Fits it through the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go.
Fields throwing once more. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Kenneth Murray on the coverage.
Now Fields again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Another throw for Fields. Fields loses it. And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they can't get the return together. They don't have the football and got it on their side of the field.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is
Pum, lo
especially
suelta y lo agarra. Eso.
The Cowboys are ready to go on offense a final time in this first
Hay que
half.
acercarnos.
They're up by 7. We'll see if they choose to just rest on that going into halftime. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. Throwing on 1st is Prescott. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 20 seconds remaining.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Throwing again is Dak. And that is incomplete.
Oh.
8 seconds left now.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Looking to throw And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out, how in the heck do we turn this around?
Throwing here just before halftime. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Brought in, inside the 20. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Had a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Wangu now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So to begin the third quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead.
Here we go, set. Green light.
Throwing on first down. Fields bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Ball takes it straight ahead. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Fields now on third. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Secures this at the 17.
¡Ay! Casi nos escapamos. Bien, bien, bien. Buen regreso. Estuvo chido, ¿eh?
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Oh, manches, casi en su yarda 30 y algo.
It's also Williams headed right. They blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
There's corners in this league that really love to cover. There's corners in this league that really love to hit. Corners that can do both, those are the guys that make themselves some serious money.
Here's second and 11. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
The drive picks up here, first and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. To throw, Prescott. He finds Pickens left side. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. George Pickens the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. He's throwing for it! And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. Going for it yet again, and once again, they don't have the right call to make it in for 2, so their struggles continue.
Yeah, they've kept them on the field without hesitation all game long. This offense knows what they're doing. The problem is the defense knows even more.
On return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here.
Don't jump.
They'll start this one out at home. And that's good for a gain of 5. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
It's on the in route. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They're going to run out of the pistol with Hall. New hurry is forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here we go. We're good.
They give on second to Hall. Still going past the 40. And he's all the way down to the 36. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First and 10.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Take the handoff. Now Fields. Finds him on the crossing route. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down to the 16-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's another Jets first down. First and 10.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
At the 26-yard line.
Here we go, side. Green 19, green 19.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21.
Here we go. Green.
Trying again, following the sack. Short pass brought in. And they get all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Tercera. Perros.
Pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
¡Ah! Interceptado.
And the Cowboys get the football just short of their 20. That's the interception and return.
You knew before this drive started the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Right there.
First down, here's Dak. This is complete to Ferguson, out left. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play. That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers, and if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
Dak out of the pistol. Completed over the middle.
¡Qué mega madrazo!
This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow, and he is dicing it.
Running right, it's Williams. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Another run for Williams. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Dak to the air here. This fine Schoonmaker complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Jets take their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. They do snap it. Here's Prescott. He finds it beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. They're set up at the 35 now. Up the gun they go with Williams. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be stopped about a half second before he can pick up the first. Ball down to the 26.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Cowboys in a good spot, up by 13. And it's a nickel look from the Jets, 3rd down. Back to throw, here's Dak. Complete beyond the marker. And he has the Cowboys' first down, Brock, and that should clinch this win for him.
a gain of 7 and a Cowboy first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And save for a few moments in that opening quarter, Brock, they pitched a shutout defensively that in the end was the impetus for the victory. They're going to be bummed not to have that goose egg on the board at the end of this one, no doubt, but a performance to be lauded nonetheless. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott.